7 signs you're secretly wealthy, even if you don't realize it. Most people assume wealth is easily spotted: flashy cars, designer clothes, lavish vacations. But true wealth is far more subtle and quiet. In fact, those truly accumulating wealth often don't feel wealthy. They're too focused on doing the right things, saving, investing, building, to notice how far they've come. If you're wondering if you're on the right track toward financial prosperity, consider these 7 subtle signs. They suggest you're quietly accumulating wealth, even if you haven't felt it yet. Because the truth is, the wealthiest people don't wait until they feel rich to start living like it. They act first, and the money follows. Sign 1: You've mastered living below your means. This is one of the least noticed but most significant indicators of quiet wealth accumulation. You don't need to nickel and dime every expense or meticulously track every penny. You've cultivated a planned, purposeful spending life. You don't feel the need to impress others, and as a result, your lifestyle naturally becomes more frugal than your income allows. The gap between your income and spending is freedom to save, invest, and say no to things that don't align with your financial goals. This habit, consistently maintained over time, creates a solid financial cushion, leading to financial independence. You're not forcing yourself to live a life of austerity, you're simply redefining enough in your own way. That's a rare and powerful thing. Sign 2: You think long-term, not short-term gains. While most people are lured by immediate gratification, bonus checks, tax refunds, risky short-term investment opportunities, you've shifted your mindset. You're no longer obsessed with getting rich quick. Instead, you're playing a long game requiring patience, discipline, and strategy. You're thinking decades, not days. Sustainable, long-term growth, the kind fueled by compound interest, matters far more than fleeting successes that come and go just as easily. You continue investing steadily even when the stock market is down. You diligently cultivate skills and build valuable long-term relationships. And you're willing to delay gratification because you understand it's entirely worthwhile. Sign 3: You've built a solid financial cushion, and you don't brag about it. You no longer live paycheck to paycheck. Importantly, you don't boast about it either. While others flaunt their financial achievements on social media, you're quietly building something far more powerful: peace of mind. Idle cash in your accounts, emergency funds, and contingency reserves, these are all secret weapons that help you weather unexpected storms. Money provides not just financial security, but a wider range of life choices. You're no longer panicked by car repairs, stressed about monthly bills, and even job loss doesn't send you into a tailspin. This isn't luck, it's the result of smart financial thinking, the hallmark of someone quietly getting wealthier. Sign 4: Your income rises, but your spending doesn't. When you begin to accumulate wealth, a strange thing happens: your income increases, but your lifestyle doesn't inflate proportionally. You don't double your spending every time you get a raise. You don't buy a new car every time you hit a milestone. In fact, many people around you may not even know how much you earn. Because instead of chasing the outward trappings of wealth, you're focused on building its solid foundation. You understand that wealth isn't about how much you make, but how much you keep. The gap between income and spending is the engine of wealth creation. From the outside, you might look unremarkable, but it's that quiet growth that truly creates wealth. Sign 5: You see money as a tool, not a goal. At some point, your perspective on money shifts. You're no longer obsessed with the number in your bank account or your net worth as a scorecard. Instead, you ask yourself, what do I want to use this money for? What kind of life am I building? This is a crucial turning point. Truly wealthy people don't chase money just for the sake of having it, they use it as a tool to achieve freedom, peace of mind, and authentic life values. You become willing to spend money on services that save time, prioritize quality over extravagance, and focus on true value over showing off. Sign 6: You're starting to get bored talking about money. This sounds odd, but this boredom is a powerful signal. When you struggled financially, money was a constant source of stress. But once you've quietly built wealth, money isn't the main character anymore. You've established an efficient financial system, automatic savings, long-term investments, and smart spending management. You're no longer obsessed with every penny, instead focusing on bigger, deeper questions. Who do I want to spend more time with? What legacy am I leaving behind? When money becomes background noise instead of a burden, you've reached a new level. True wealth is quiet, even sometimes boring. But that boredom opens the door to a truly exciting life. Sign 7, you feel wealthy in time, not just money. Many people spend their lives chasing money, but truly wealthy individuals start chasing time. When you begin to value slowness, stillness, and peace over material possessions, you're becoming wealthy in a way money can't measure. When you were struggling, you had no choice but to trade time for money. But with financial stability, you realize money can buy time to rest, create, and live as you choose. You're willing to pay for convenience, you say no more often, and you live less frantically. These are quiet upgrades most people don't recognize. True wealth isn't just in your bank account, it's in the feeling of freedom and ease when you wake up each morning. Wealth rarely arrives unexpectedly, like winning the lottery, with fireworks and excited bank notifications. Usually, it arrives quietly, even somewhat blandly. But those small habits, those difficult efforts today, will create tomorrow's freedom. If you recognize several of these 7 signs, it means you're on a path most people never find. You're not just surviving, not just okay, you're quietly building a wealth that nothing can take away.